I'm Mike Uyak. I love to try new things, and I've had culinary adventures all around the world, as well as right at home. I've had really wonderful food, as well as some really horrible food. I'd like to share some of my adventures with you, and we'll see if I have what it takes to fix whatever goes wrong. This is Recipe Redemption. Morning, Redeemers. I have a treat for you. Text may be a little difficult to read. It's the Sunday Supper HurryUpper. I don't even know what to say, other than just to describe it as written. It's kidney beans mixed with miracle sandwich spread, which is, if you look at the ingredients list, it's essentially Thousand Island dressing. Before it really became Thousand Island dressing, it's just a sandwich spread. Mixed into kidney beans, put on a hot dog bun, with a slice of bacon sort of coquettishly draped across the top, and then broiled. Dinner. Or supper. Sorry, it's a supper HurryUpper. I get it. I get the idea where this came from. Back in the day when convenience was sort of the key for all advertising. When it came to food anyway. What can you do to take the ingredients that you've already got in the cupboard probably, or in the fridge, and make a quick and easy dinner for your family? But come on. It's easy enough, so let's just try it and see what happens. I do this for you. So like in previous videos, I've had trouble finding Thousand Island dressing in my local grocery store, so I'm making my own. Starting off with about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, about 2 tablespoons worth of tomato ketchup. Here we go. I also forgot to get some relish, but I had some pickles, so I chopped some up. And to this I'm going to add some little bit of seasoning. Here's some granulated garlic and some powdered onion, as well as a little pinch of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. And a couple shakes of celery seed just for that little something something. And stir to combine. To this I'm adding my kidney beans. I probably don't have the proportions quite right here because this ends up being a little bit soupier than I intended, but it's fine for our purposes here. So just toss to make sure that all the kidney beans are coated with the Thousand Island dressing. And then here we have our hot dog bun, onto which we spoon this mixture. And lest we forget, we need to put a strip of bacon over the top of this, somehow. I think actually the bacon is going to sort of help hold the hot dog bun closed. Put this under the broiler, going to take about 10-15 minutes. So, here you go. You didn't ask for it, but you're getting it. Picker-upper. Sure. Bun gets quite toasty in the process of actually cooking the bacon sort of through. I didn't even take it as crispy as I normally like my bacon because I didn't want to actually burn the bun. Draping it across the top makes it stick there, and it makes it difficult to actually pick this up. And It actually still makes the bottom soggy, so it kind of falls out. But let's try this. It's a little sloppy Joe-ish. Oops. Dropping it all over the place. It's beans on a hot dog bun. It's not horrible. It's a little, like I said, the dressing soaks through the bun. Broiling the top doesn't really dry it out enough for this to have any sort of structural integrity, so it sort of all falls out the bottom. I end up with a bean salad on the plate anyway. It's Thousand Island dressing and beans. So, it's not horrible. It's not very complex in flavor. It's just not a thing that I'm really all that excited about. You want some beans on a hot dog bun? I'll give you beans on a hot dog bun.
Since I don't believe in waste, I'm going to use the remainder of the filling for the supper HurryUpper, along with the rest of the kidney beans that I had in the can. To this I'm adding a couple cups of lentils that I had cooked up in chicken broth, along with a couple of dried shiitake mushrooms thrown in to just add a little extra umami to this. Should have probably cooled this off a little bit more, but no big deal. They are a little wet, but that's fine. And to this I'm also adding some sauteed mirepoix that I have, just diced carrot, onion, and celery. It's going to add a lot of nice aromatics to this. And 1 chicken egg to kind of give it a little extra protein binder. Blend the mixture until smooth, and then slowly add some unseasoned breadcrumbs, a little bit at a time, until the mixture starts to come together and starts to sort of pull away. That's when you know you're done. Then refrigerate. After about a half an hour, it's cooled enough to handle, and also it has some time to hydrate. I'm taking about 3 tablespoons at a time and squishing and rolling it out into a hot dog shape. And then, in the spirit of the original recipe, I'm going to wrap this in a slice of bacon. I didn't really get long pieces of bacon, so this isn't actually going to reach the end, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Once I've made them up, I'm going to pan fry these until the bacon is reasonably crisp. And because this is like a hot dog, I'm going to put it on a hot dog bun. Yes, I put ketchup on my hot dogs, so sue me.
The beanie dog. I think I'm going to put this under the column of in progress. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Not perfect, but pretty good. The bacon was unnecessary. And as a matter of fact, because there's not a whole lot holding these together, you really need that outside surface to brown up and dry out and harden. That is what's going to offer you sort of structural integrity to the hot dog. And in this case, wrapping the bacon around it, wherever the bacon covered up the beanie dog, it did not get browned, and so that was a weak point. So you can see, trying to pick it up to put it on a bun, it became this floppy mess. It was cooked. I mean, it's already cooked, really. You're just browning it to get that nice crunchy outside. Was it a hot dog? Was it like a hot dog? No. It tasted nothing like a regular hot dog. But we're kind of not going for that because, we're redeeming a bunch of kidney beans and Thousand Island dressing on on a hot dog bun. So that wasn't intended to replace a real hot dog either. Um, and maybe the slice of bacon draped over the top was sort of a nod in that direction. Say, see, this has pork in it, so it's like a hot dog. It's not, and the beanie dog was not. Ultimately, what it really was like was falafel. Was a really flavorful falafel. It's actually quite good. I'm probably going to make more of this stuff. And thinking about it, I think this is still an apt redemption for the supper picker upper. One, because it's edible, not in terms of being like, I mean, it is better tasting, um, but just being able to eat it. You can actually pick this up, as opposed to the picker upper where it just sort of flops out the bottom because it makes the bottom of the bun soggy. This it's drier, and so it doesn't waterlog the buns in the same way. As I said, the bacon is absolutely unnecessary, unless I suppose you wanted to sort of chop it up and put it on top, or even like a bacon relish might be good on this. But it got me to thinking. The whole purpose behind the supper picker upper is that it was a very, very quick preparation, quick and easy, and made from stuff that you probably have in your cupboard. Um, and so, in that sense, this is a bit more work. But if you're looking for a quick and easy midweek dinner, you can do one of two things. You can either make something out of stuff out of the cupboard that is quick to cook from start to finish, or you can make something ahead of time so that you can just pull it out of the freezer and throw it in the pan and have dinner in 10 to 15 minutes. That's where this fits in. You make this up, you roll them out into more or less hot dog sized pieces, portions, I should say. Put them on some parchment paper on a sheet pan and shove that into the freezer. Once they're frozen solid, put them in airtight containment, and they're there and ready and waiting for you to enjoy for the next 6 months, if they last that long. They are actually very tasty. And you don't have to make them into hot dogs either. You can make them into balls. Um, you can pan fry them up like meatballs or like falafel balls, or deep fry them for that matter. They are flavorful enough on their own that you can just eat them that way. Don't have to put them on a bun like a meatball sub, but you could. You could put some marinara and some cheese on that and make a meatball sub, but you don't have to. You could just eat them the way they are, or treat them like meatballs. Flatten them out into patties, and they're veggie burgers. Um, Combine them with a nice tzatziki sauce and some greens and some feta cheese, and shove them into pita. There are a lot of uses for this mixture because it is culinary Play-Doh. Use your imagination, see what you can come up with. Right now, the beanie dog, it has a load of protein. It's three, I think it was 3.5 grams of protein per beanie dog. And what hot dog gives you 3 grams of fiber? It's not bad. Oh, and 70 calories. So I plugged this into a recipe calorie counter, and those are the numbers I got. 70 calories per hot dog without the bacon. 3.5 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber per hot dog, per beanie dog. And they don't really taste like beans. They are a little grainy, they're a little gritty, but they're really, really tasty. They're really versatile. They don't take that much work to make, and it's a darn sight better than a bunch of beans just plopped out of a can onto a hot dog bun. So, what do you think? Would you want to try the beanie dog? I highly recommend you try the beanie dog at home, and just let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you have any more recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell below for notifications that whenever I post a new video, and tell your friends. I want as many people as possible to see and, well, one hopes, enjoy this channel. So until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Mike Uyak, and we'll see you here again on Recipe Redemption.